Welcome to the Crew 2, boys. This has been a very long time coming. I am so excited to finally be jumping into this game. This is the full version that we'll be releasing next month. This is going to be your first look at the first 20 minutes of the campaign for the Crew 2. Sit back, relax. I'm going to be popping in and out throughout today's video, making comments on things that I noticed, talking about the game in general, and just letting you know about some cool things that are going on. For instance, over the coming days, I have a bunch of Crew 2 videos, including things like online racing, customization, as well as showcasing the full car list for the game. So you do not want to miss those. Make sure you subscribe for those. Anyways, let's jump in with the Crew 2, choose our first character, and then let's get into this tutorial, boys. Let's do it.
Okay, guys, come on, get a move on. We're going on soon. Hiroyuki Carter.
Hey, call me Hiro.
Pleasure to meet you. I was beginning to think you and your driver weren't going to make it. I'm from Live, the camera company sponsoring this race, and I'll be heading up this event. Walk with me.
Look, thanks again. I'm really stoked about this. Thanks for giving us the shot.
Don't mention it. We're always on the lookout for new talent, and you and your friend fit the bill. And I don't have to tell you this, but you do right by yourselves in this race, and you'll see a lot of doors opening up for you.
Gotcha. We won't disappoint you.
Disappoint me? That's not what this is about. It's your chance to impress people who matter. The events my company organizes are a feeder for every racing family out there. You do want to race, yes?
Oh yeah, this is such a big deal for us. We've tried broadcasting our races, but no dice. I guess nobody wants to see nobodies.
Trust me, just show the world what you've got in this one. You'll get followers like that. Run a good race, and you'll find your options and your followers increasing.
We'll give it our best.
Hero, my friend. I don't want your best. I want legendary badassdom. Anyway, I've got to go. Something about putting on a race. Best of luck.
Okay, thanks. You're good to go, buddy. Break a leg. Hell, break anything you have to. Just drive like I know you can, and we'll be in the big leagues in no time.
Welcome to the city that never sleeps. In this event, you'll see New York taken over by racers in a way you never could have imagined. It's not just a city, it's a playground for the best pilots and drivers of today and tomorrow.
So, boys, welcome to the Crew 2. I am so excited to be finally jumping into this game. This is actually the full version of the game, like I was saying. Huge thank you to Ubisoft for inviting us out all the way to San Francisco, and huge thank you to Raymond for actually going all the way out there to record this gameplay for me. I had some scheduling things and I wasn't able to make it, but huge thank you to him for going all the way out there. Anyways, long story short, if you notice some not so great driving, that's on Raymond. That's not on me for the first time ever. Anyways, he was telling me, I know a big point of this game, coming from the Crew 1 for me. I didn't actually play the Crew 1 very much just because I could not get into it. When the game originally came out, it was lacking in the handling, and it was also lacking in the graphics department. There was a big graphics overhaul update for the Crew, and it improved the game massively, and it was very good, but it was still not at the point that it should have been. The Crew 2 steps that up massively. Firstly, look at this game. This is running on an Xbox One X at 4K 60 FPS, and the thing just looks absolutely amazing. Secondly, this game, I was asking Raymond, I was like, how does this game feel? That is the biggest point of like, if I'm gonna play a racing game, it needs to feel good. And Raymond was saying, this one definitely is a step in the right direction for the Crew. I never go out and say, oh, this is a really good handling model, or I try to avoid that at all costs. I always urge you guys to go out there, get your hands on the game, make up your opinion as to what you think about the handling. But when I asked Raymond what he thought of it, he said it was much improved over the previous game, and it is definitely much, much nicer to drive around in. Anyways, I should probably explain what is going on. So we obviously just jumped through the first little like cinematic sequence where we got introduced to the guy who was telling us how we're running this game. We are amassing followers. We currently have 500 followers as we're driving through the streets of New York. I should say now I thought it was fly. No, we're going in a boat. Anyways, as we're going through this first like tutorial thing, we are building up followers. We are going to be meeting all of the characters throughout this game. It is going to be super, super cool. and as you can see, we are building up followers the entire time. The followers in this game, that's sort of like your level. So with like 500 followers, we're basically in like the tutorial mode. You go through like a rookie, and then like a professional, and then so on and so forth. Basically, that's how you unlock cars as well. When you watch the full car list video that comes out later today, you will sort of understand what I mean in that video. Anyways, we're just gonna go through the streets of streets? Man, I'm way too used to cars. We're boating through like a... Oh, good job, Raymond, with that one. We're boating through, like, essentially, like, the Hudson River, I guess this is, under all the bridges in New York. It's very, very cool. Anyways, we'll jump in a plane shortly. I hope you stick around. This is super, super awesome. I'll cut back in a little bit with some more comments to make.
We're 2/3 of the way through, and I believe we're watching a new star exploding onto the circuit. We kick it up a notch for the grand finale. This is how it is these days. Just being a good pilot isn't enough anymore. You've got to shine on and off the course, staying sharp on the social media side. It's simple math. The more followers you have, the more followers you'll get. Sign on with your first racing team, and the second will start looking at you. Pile up supporters, and the contracts will be knocking on your door. To put it another way, a driver who attracts enough followers will open up new styles of racing. We call them disciplines. You'll call them awesome. And isn't awesome what we're all after? From the heart of New York City, this was the Live Extreme Series, Episode 1. Thank you for watching, and remember to follow us on all social media.
Cool, it is official, my friend. We have made the big time. We're still gonna have to prove ourselves, but that's more than fine. You know, we've got the right stuff. There's so much to try. Boats, planes, all kinds of cars. It's like the world's biggest buffet menu, and we gotta take a bite out of everything. We're talking street racers, off-road, pro racing, freestyle. We could take a test run with any of them. Or if you ask me, do them all. Pick which one you want to try first and let's go. My friend, welcome to the Motor Nation. Now, we've got 4 ways we can get this puppy rolling. It's your pick. How do you want to start?
Look what we have here. The name's Latrell. I'm sort of like the unofficial welcoming committee for the street racing family. We tune our rides, show them off, and race them. If that sounds like something you want in on, you gotta show me something. I'll loan you a car, but you gotta do the driving. If you win, you're one of us. Just remember, the car's a loaner. Don't scratch it.
So welcome to our first proper race in the Crew 2. We are jumping in to the Porsche GT3 RS, one of the few Porsches in this game, actually. There are a lot of Porsches, however, some of those Porsches are actually roughs. You should be aware. When you check out the full car list video later today, you will see what I mean, because I make a point to talk about that as well. Anyways, let's go through. We are racing and doing all of our stuff. One thing that I should make clear, so in that tutorial thing, when we were switching from a car to a plane to a boat, or whatever order it was, that's not actually the way it is. You don't, oh god. That's not actually the way it is when you're playing the game. Normally, the world doesn't like morph. You just sort of press a button and you go like, woo, you're a plane now and stuff like that. You'll see that later in some of the gameplay. But yeah, I just thought I should make that clear. The other thing that I wanted to make a comment about is just the way the races start, actually. You will notice it's a common thing in this game. You will hear the person say 3, 2, 1, and then you just sort of go. But while that thing is counting down, you have no HUD. You can't see anything on your map, whether you're making a corner, you're going straight, your gears, nothing. And it's just kind of a little bit off-putting, and to not even have like a 3, 2, 1 timer on your screen is a little bit weird. It's going to be something that you're going to have to adjust to when you do play this game, but it is pretty cool. And then after this, we're going to jump in to a new section of the map. That's what we're doing now. We're just jumping through different sections of the map and giving you like your first taste of the Crew 2. So I'll be back in a little bit once we jump into this new place.
All right, you did it. Now come with me. Got something for you I think you're gonna like. That was some fine racing, which means you punched your ticket to the spot, the place where the street racing community hangs. I'm part of the crew here that's looking to take what we do legit. Feel the same way? Maybe we can help each other out. This guy, on the other hand, wants to keep it on the streets. His name's Edgar Marquez, but you best call him Tio. He's the champion racer around here, the king of the quarter mile. You want to take a shot at him, it's going to take everything you got. And maybe a few things I can teach you. You got talent, but I can give you skills. You see those cars? One of them's yours. Reward for winning that trial. It'll be a little tougher to earn the rest, though. You gotta buy those. Win enough races, get enough cred, and you'll get to play with all sorts of toys. Drifting, drag racing, you get the idea. You gotta run, and you gotta win. Now, pick your ride. Get behind the wheel, and let's see what you got.
So this is actually how we choose our first car for the Crew 2, and it is super, super cool. It brings me back to those good old TDU2 days. I actually sped this footage up because Raymond spent so much time just walking around the cars and looking at them. It is so cool being able to actually get up close and personal with all of these cars at the same time. And then we have an option of 3 cars to take as our first car in the Crew 2. It was that MX-5, this Mustang, and there was something else there anyways. The other thing that I should point out that I love about this game is not only do you choose the color of your car, you choose the stock rims for your car. It is so cool. It is something I love. Let's get going in this Mustang and see what we can do.
Okay?
I lied. We're actually not going in the Mustang just yet. We'll be back with the Mustang. Let's go fly a plane. This one's actually really cool.
Welcome to our community of freestylers. I'm Sophia, and I'll be taking you on. Here, we're all about having fun. If you want in, it's easy. Get that plane, get ready to do every trick on that list in the order they're shown, and grab a barf bag while you're at it. Use the bag and you lose. Beat the score I've set and you're in. I'll show you what I can really do later, but for now, it's your turn.
3, 2, 1.
Now try a roll. To roll, level out your flight, then pick left or right. Move the stick in the direction you choose until you've done a full roll. time to air drift. Just hold your right or left rudder pedal down for long enough and you'll get the hang of it. Knife flight can be tricky. Orient your plane with one wing pointing straight down and you've got it. Try a loop. Just pull the stick back until you've gone a full 360 degrees. Now, low altitude. Take a wild guess what that one means. Just be careful not to brush more than the treetops, or you'll get a crash course in landing the wrong way. That was awesome. Great flying. Okay, you need to meet my partner in crime, Emmett, at the barn, and then we can really get you rolling.
I'm Emmett, and you must be the new talent Sophia was talking about. We'll see if she's as good a judge of people as she is a pilot, and a driver, and never mind. You get the picture. Now, as to what this place is about, that's tricky to describe. You see these people? They work hard and they play hard, and they somehow make ends meet. Until you can wrap your head around that, you don't belong here. But heck, Sophia vouched for you, so you've got to be good folks. She and I have got something for you down at the store, by the way. That's down here. A place where you can pick up a few other rides when you earn the scratch. But, getting one for free ought to put a smile on your face. Just remember to keep smiling when she whoops you good up there. In the meantime, I suggest you figure out what you want to do. There's no rules around here except do your best and have fun. I expect you to follow them.
I thought that plane one was just super, super cool. Being actually able to have like a proper tutorial where it's like, do a roll, plane fly on your side, do a loop, stuff like that. Super, super cool. Anyways, we got introduced to this guy who's like almost like the hillbilly sort of guy. He reminds me of Far Cry, which is very, very Ubisoft. And we go all the way out here. We've got the monster trucks, the hovercrafts, the crazy powerful boats. And now we are going to be choosing our first plane. This is actually our free plane that we get at the start of the game. And then we're going to go and get introduced to the track person, who is a very, very intimidating person because they have, let's call it, quite the interesting roster of cars.
Listen up, people. I'm looking for a driver. If you can handle yourself on the water, and in the air, and behind the wheel, obviously, though we'll come to that later, then maybe you've got what my team needs. Beat the posted time for the trial, and there'll be a spot for you. Fail, and well, I'm sure someone else will grab the opportunity. Alexis Kendrick Racing deals strictly with winners. And I'm Alexis, so I would know.
So this Alexis person is actually the track racing person. She just introduces you to the boats in this Jag boat, which is actually really, really cool. Nothing particularly interesting happens in this boat race. It's actually very, very easy to win in these first couple races. You've got NOS in these boats, so you just get on the NOS. You get past them very, very quickly, and that was basically the race done. So I was like, we'll skip this. We'll go straight into the track stuff, because she introduces you to the very cool character and a very, very cool car.
That wasn't half bad. I'm looking forward to having you on the team. There's still some things you need to work on, but that's okay. I'll teach you what you need to know. It'll be hard work, but you'll see the results on the track, or the waves, or in the air. So, this is the pit. It's where the pro racing community preps. Now you can hang out here too. You belong. That's Clarence Bishop, the third. He's the reigning champ around here. Racing royalty, really. His father and grandfather were both champions, too. Which helps explain his attitude. If you start winning, he won't be happy with you. Clarence is old school. Doesn't think anything needs to change. A lot of drivers see things differently. Me, I think there needs to be some balance. You'll decide for yourself, I guess. Just in case you're wondering, there's a powerboat with your name on it waiting for you in the shop. Don't thank me, you've earned it. And you're gonna need it. The rest of these, you can buy later. Not that one, little grasshopper, not yet. You need to find the winner's circle a few times first.
Were you expecting that? I certainly was not. Daniel Ricciardo's Red Bull F1 car is in the Crew 2, and that is absolutely insane. When I saw that, it was literally jaw drop. Oh, I don't believe this is actually a real thing, but it is. Anyways, boys, that has been your first look at the first 20 minutes of the Crew 2's campaign. However, I did want to whet your appetite a little bit and give you a little teaser of a future video showcasing the Crew 2's customization. And yes, there are houses in the Crew 2, and that is how you customize your car. So, we need to head to our house. We are going to be taking our Mustang over there, and we are going to start building this thing up. The video you will see featuring car customization is actually going to be in a Mazda RX-7. We're going to be going crazy with the paint, the body kits, and everything like that. That'll be tomorrow's video. I hope you guys are ready. Make sure you are subscribed for that, and be on the lookout later today for the full car list on the Crew 2. So make sure you subscribe. I will see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Bye!